show.
Dorothy-Marie Jones.
How are you, Scruffy?
The Beast.
Yes.
Coach Beiste on GLEE.
Yeah, baby.
Now, how does it feel to be on one of the most influential shows in the world?
It is crazy. It's so fun because the kids and the adults, you know what amazes me about being on this show is the demographics of the people that come up to me that watch it. And I was like, I've been blown away so many times by like age, not even necessarily ages, but like these couples that I was in Las Vegas one weekend, and there was this older couple that were like, the lady was in a wheelchair, and she like, I was walking by and she grabbed my arm, and she said, "I love your work," and then she like slapped me on the arm, and I'm like, "Why, thank you," and I'm like, okay, that's cool, you know. And then I've had guys that are like professional football players that would be mad if I said who they were, and they're like, "Dot, that show's incredible," and I'm like, "Wait a second, you watch it?" I love it, you know, because there is something in it for everybody, and there's a message in every show.
Yeah. And I was going to ask you, what message do you think your character is portraying to the audience that's watching it?
I think that, like, my character, like, even from the very first episode this season when I'm introduced into the show, is to the whole fight with myself and how people perceive me. And I dealt with that my whole life, so it's a little close to home, you know? I can't hide 6'3". You know what I'm saying?
Being tall is a good thing.
Sometimes.
One of the episodes that I watched that I thought was very controversial was the episode where Matthew Morrison kisses you. And the reason why is because in normal school, that would be very taboo, number one, in a real life setting.
I see what you're saying.
Because there's always, when a person is lacking that love in their life, they're reaching out for people to love them. And he's showing your character love, but your character doesn't have any love in her life. So it can be a mixed message to the person that's getting the kiss. Don't you think?
You can look at it that way, or you can look at, and I think it developed over episodes after that, is the relationship that we build as a friendship. And I was just saying that I love where our relationship has gone, because people have asked me, are we going to kiss, are we going to make out, and blah, blah, blah. And no, we formed this relationship. And I feel like what I took from that episode was like, it makes me want to cry, because it's like this sweet guy is like, I'm sure has his own things that he's dealt with, but he wanted to make me feel comfortable by making himself uncomfortable. Do you know what I'm saying? And so it's like, if you look at it like that, it's like, oh my God, I love him, you know?
You are co-presenting.
Yes, I am, with Mike O'Malley.
The award for Best Edited Motion Picture for Television.
I know.
Now, how do you see the editing process work? You work on GLEE, and it's shot probably in different segments, and then you see the final product. So tell me about editing.
I've actually edited, or been in an editing room once when I helped produce a short film like 10 years ago. First time ever in the editing room, was fascinated with it and thought, okay, I could totally do this. And then Brad Bucher, who's our editor and also has directed some, Brad's always told me, if you ever want to come in, you know, let me know. And I'm like, I haven't done that yet, and I so want to. And when Brad directs, it's different because everybody's got their different ways of directing. Well, Brad being an editor, you get what he's going at, and it's like, oh, that totally makes sense, because then you only have to cover this way, blah, 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 right? And so I love seeing, like, because we always have screenings before the show airs, because sometimes we're working late on Tuesday nights. And so to see what they come up with, it fascinates me. I love the editing process, because, I mean, who knows how many hours of footage. We shoot a show in 8 days, and like some of the shows have taken 3 weeks to shoot. And so imagine how much footage they have to skim through to break it down to, 45 minutes? It's like, it blows me away. And it's always exciting because, you do certain takes, and you do it like 10 times if you have to, but it's different camera angles. And then to get to see what they came up with, you know what I mean, and how it turned out, I love it.
It's magical.
It is magical.
Editing is magic.
It's the hardest work.
Okay, so now what has been your favorite guest star on GLEE so far?
I loved Gwyneth's episode.
And
Yes.
She brought it home.
Yes, she did. Oh my God. And to be honest, I met her and hung out on the set during this last episode that she's on coming up. love her even more now because I liked her before, and then when I saw the episode that she did, the first episode of Glee that she did, and I was like, okay, to be honest, that's like one of my favorite things that she's done because it was fun to get to see her have fun and just, it was awesome.
And she nailed "Forget You" song,
yeah.
And it was so great that they even used it at the Grammy Awards. You saw
Yes,
that.
I did see that. That was amazing. That was so cool.
So, but you guys have had Britney. Hasn't Britney been on the show? Britney Spears?
Oh, Britney Spears, she was on there for sure. And Heather Morris blew me out of the water during that, who plays Britney. And that episode, to watch that girl dance and sing and stuff was amazing. And Britney Spears was on it for a second, and that was great. I wasn't there for that, but because it was too crazy.
What do you think it is about Glee that sucks all these different kinds of people in?
I think because of the diversity in the show itself and the different kinds, whether it's the gays, listen to that, hi. Whether it's like the gay characters on the show or even like the different girls that are with the different guys and all that, it's like, those are things that are real life. And there's a lot of real life in every episode. And even like for my character, there was a lot of real life and real life for me.
I was really saddened by the last episode I saw was where the football players were hating on the other football players because they were in Glee.
Exactly.
Come on.
Exactly.
We're a team. We're out here to win together. That kind of discrimination is just unacceptable.
Yeah, the discrimination thing, I think, brings it home. And that episode, it's like, I love Chris Colfer so much. And every time that Max would like push him into a locker, it just makes me want to cry. Because there's somebody every 5 seconds having that happen to him, I'm sure. You know?
And you know what the funny thing is most of those people that are pushing other people into lockers, they're hurting themselves.
Absolutely, or afraid, or, they're fighting their own demons.
Well, now I'm going to ask you real quick. We talk about makeup, and you're wearing makeup tonight. What are your makeup must-haves, and name them?
For me, myself, or Beiste?
For you.
For me, this is all I usually wear is mascara and lipstick.
It looks good. And
Thank
you have
you.
a little bit of...
I do tonight. I have
purple
stuff on.
eyeshadow,
I
yeah.
got to present.
It looks good.
I got to get my pretty on.
And then let's talk about the Beiste. What would
Okay.
she wear?
Oh, the Fire and Ice lipstick. That's Revlon.
Nice.
Fire, that's the name of it.
I like it, yeah. I like
Yeah,
it.
just, it doesn't matter what else she's got. It's the Fire and Ice lipstick.
Well, I could talk to you all day.
Thank you,
Congratulations so
sweetheart. Thank you
much.
so much.
Have a beautiful night.
You too, sweetie.
The Blairing Out Show.